2 Corinthians chapter 3. Paul is warning here about false epistles that were sent also. 2 Corinthians chapter 3. Do we begin again to commend ourselves? Or need we, as some others, epistles of commendation to you? Or letters of commendation from you? So Paul is saying there were men that were writing epistles of commendation, right, to them. And they weren't apostolic. They weren't the words of God. They were just doing it without authority. And they were writing these things to try to deceive people. But you have to, like, it's really unfortunate to me when people approach the text issue without any belief that Satan would try to harm the words of God. It just baffles me that men do that. That they could ever, like, you really think there's a conspiracy? Yeah. Don't you? Like, there always has been. There always will be until Jesus comes, and there ain't going to be none left. He's going to deal with all of them. Paul said, ye are our epistle, written in our hearts. And he's speaking of their walk with God and everything like that. Known and read of all men, for as much as ye are manifestly declared to be the epistle of Christ, ministered by us, written not with ink, but with the Spirit of the living God, not in tables of stone, but in fleshly tables of the heart. So he's not talking about the word of God there in general, but he is what he does talk about. I'm talking about the written word of God. He's not talking about that there. But what he does up above there, he is saying that they wrote false epistles. And they were epistles of commendation. They were trying to deceive people that they were Paul. So Paul was even facing that in his day of these false letters and things that were floating around. Why? Because Satan never stops working. Never.